In today's video, we'll be solving questions on area and perimeter of a rectangular and square shapes. In our previous videos, we talked about the properties of a rectangle. We also talked about the properties of a square. If you have not watched those videos, please try and watch them to create more understanding of what this lesson is all about. So there are situations where we will not be given one of the quantities required to solve a particular problem. Let's say, for example, I need the length of a rectangle and I also need the breadth of that same rectangle to be able to calculate the area of that rectangle or the perimeter of that rectangle. But if a problem is presented to us and out of the two quantities is only one that is given, what can we do? And let's look at those things we can do this way. Take, for example, questions. 1. The area of a rectangular room is 108 centimeters square. Full stop. Calculate is perimeter if the length is 12 centimeters. Okay. The question we have on the board says the area of a rectangular room is 108 centimeters square. That's given. The area was given in this question. But the area is given. What do they want us to do with the area? Okay, calculate its perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangle. What should I do? What do we need to solve the perimeter of a rectangle? Now let's look at it. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into what? L plus B, where the L is the length and the B is the breadth. So it means that I need the length and the breadth to solve this. But in this question, if I look around in this question, I can find the length, but the breadth is not here. It means using this is not possible, but it's going to be possible through another step. What were we given? We are given the area of a rectangle or a rectangular room, as the case might be. Now, how do I define the area of a rectangle? And that will give us what? Length times breadth. Now, this area, was it given? Yes, it was given. And it's given as what? 108 centimeter square. What else is given in the question? The length, which is what? 12 centimeter times the breadth. We'll get to this step in mathematics. What else do we do? Is to use the coefficient of the variable, or use the coefficient of the variable to divide both sides. Use the coefficient. The coefficient is the number in front of a letter. The letter is called the variable. So we use the coefficient, which is what? 12 centimeter. Centimeter cancel centimeter. 12 in how many places will give us 12? So 12 divided itself 1 and 12 divided 12. 1. Centimeter cancel the square centimeter. And 12 in itself 1. How many 12 can I find in 108? You check your times table. You have 9 times 12 is equals to 108. So it then means that 108 divided by 12 will give us 9. So we have 9. Alright. So here our breadth is equals to 9 centimeter. We've gotten the breadth that we are looking for to make this problem, to give a solution to this problem. Okay, now what are we asked to find? We are trying to calculate the perimeter. That we got the breadth does not mean we are done with the question. No. Perimeter, this is it. This perimeter of this shape is equal to 2 multiplied by L. What's our L? Our L is what? 12 centimeter. Plus breadth. What's our breadth? 9 centimeter. Okay, so from here we have 2 multiplied. 12 plus 9 will give us 21. That's 12 centimeter plus 9 centimeter will give us 21 centimeter. And 2 times 21 centimeter will give us what? 42 centimeter. And this is the perimeter of this shape. Okay, so you can see from what we are given, number one is that we must know the properties of the shape that is presented before us. The properties of the shape that is presented before us. If they say perimeter, how do I define the perimeter of that particular shape? When they say area, the area of that particular shape, what is it talking about? Once we know the properties of a particular shape, we will use what is given to us to solve what is not given. And that is always the case for every shape. Again, let's look at another question. Let's say question number 2. The perimeter of a rectangular room or object is 60 centimeter and its breadth or width is 12 centimeter. Calculate or find A, the length of the rectangular room, and B, the area of the room. Okay, let's see what we have. The perimeter of a rectangular room is 60 centimeter and the width is 12 centimeter. Calculate A, the length of the rectangular room, B, the area of the room. What do we do? Well, we'll look at the question first. What were we given? Which shape are we talking about? We are talking about a rectangle. What is given? The perimeter has been given. Let's look at perimeter. Perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus B. That has been given to us. And the width is the same thing as the breadth. We can either call it width or breadth. And so the width is given as what? 12 centimeter. Find the length of the room. Okay, so the perimeter was given, we'll write 60 centimeter. That's given. Plus 2. Length wasn't given, so we'll return it as L. But the breadth, which is the same thing as width, was given as what? 12. Okay, so I told you in the last video that the relationship between these two and the bracket is multiplication. So we're going to be expanding this bracket by saying this is 60 centimeter is equals to 2 multiplied with L. 2 times L will give us what? 2L. We are expanding the bracket. And we'll say 2 times 12 will give us what? 24. What else do we do? We collect 24. Remember that the breadth is centimeter. So here is what? Is measured in centimeter. So we're going to be collecting like terms here. 60 and 24, 60 centimeter and 24 centimeter are like terms. So we'll collect them together. Now remember that when a number is crossing an equality sign, the sign changes. So if it's positive from where it's coming from, as it's crossing the equality sign, the sign definitely will do what? Will change. So we have 60 centimeter. This crossing over the equality sign becomes minus 24 centimeter is equals to 2L. So we have 60 minus 24, and that will give us 26 centimeter is equals to 2L. Here we are having a number in front of a variable. A number in front of a variable, and I said whenever we come to this step in mathematics, what we'll do is to divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable. So the variable we have here is L. So the coefficient we have is that number in front of that variable. So we're dividing both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. And when we do that, 2 divided itself will give us 1. How many 2 is in 26? We have 13. 2 here is 1. 2 divided itself 1. So here we have that L is equal to 13 centimeter. Our L, our length, is equal to 13 centimeter. We have found solution to A. Then B, say the area of the room. The area of the room. You go back. What do you remember about the area of a rectangular shape? We know that the area of a rectangle is equal to length times breadth. Okay? Now this is very straightforward because we already have our length and the breadth or width has been given in the question. So all we're going to do is just to multiply 13 times 13 times the breadth, which is what? 12. You start 13 times 12. This is how to do multiplication of 2 by 2 digits. 2 times 3 will give us 6. And the same 2, this is the tens, this is the units. When we're doing multiplication, we'll start from the units. We'll start from the unit side. So 2 times 3 will give us 6. 2 times 1 will give us 2. We are done with the unit number. Then we'll go to the tens number. And when we are writing the tens number, we will start writing under the tens digit. Okay? So 1 times 3 will give us 3. And 1 times 1 will give us 1. We then add it up. 6 plus nothing will give us 6. 2 plus 3 will give us 5. Then nothing plus 1 will give us 1. So it means that here we have 13 times 12 will give us what? 156. Is it just 156? No. 13 is 13 centimeter. Don't forget. 12 is 12 centimeter. Centimeter times 20 centimeter will give us what? Centimeter squared. We say that the area of a shape, is measured in units squared. That unit squared must be there. So here we have used what we're given to find what we're not given. And so we will do in many other shapes. Let's look at C square. How we can solve questions on squares. Let's look at it this way. Let's call it question number 3. If the perimeter of a square is 8 centimeter, full stop. Calculate the area if the perimeter of a square is 8 centimeter. Calculate the area. What do? We are asked to calculate area, and we know that area of a square, area of a square is equal to what? Length squared, or we say length times length. But here, were we given the length? No, we were not given the length. But what were we given? We are given the perimeter. Let's look at what the perimeter is. Perimeter of a square is equal to 4L. Okay? Alright? So the perimeter is given as what? 8 centimeter, and is equal to what? 4L. We are back to that step of mathematics that will have a number in front of a what? A variable. And the number will call it what? Coefficient. That's the coefficient of the variable. And I said, whenever we come to this step in mathematics, what do? We will use the coefficient of the variable to divide both sides. So we'll say 4L divided by 4, and 8 centimeter also divided by 4. So 4 divided itself is 1. How many 4 can we find in 4? It's still 1. 4 divided itself is 1. How many 4 can we find in 8? Is what? 2. So this leaving us that our L is what? 2 centimeter. Is that where we are going to stop? No. We are asked to calculate the area. We find the length because without the length, we cannot calculate the area. So the area of a square, length squared, which is what? Length times length. And now we have gotten the length. So it's very easy. We now say 2 centimeter multiplied by 2 centimeter. And that will give us what? 4 centimeter squared. So what we are given, we will use what we are given to solve what we are not given. Use what we are given to get what we are not given. Likewise, other shapes, we have to use the properties of that shape to solve any problem that is presented before us. Remember, the key to learning mathematics is by doing it. Try and solve or lay your hands on the questions that is attached to this video to see how much you remember the concepts taught. I hope this video gave you a new knowledge or make you to see questions in another perspective. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.